Good morning. How was your weekend? I had a wonderful weekend. I took some days off. I took Sunday off. I took Sunday off from walking. Sat around, just sort of, chilled. Saturday night I had una cerveza. It was a Dos Equis, and just relaxed and, kind of said, let me get prepped for the next week. And I'm back on my walk. I ate a few things I shouldn't have eaten, Along with walking, you gotta also listen to those geese. No, that's not geese, those are, oh God, I don't know. They're not geese, trust me. Crows, maybe? Oh, I wish I could turn it around. They're gone. Look at the crow. Normally I do my geese, but I'm going in a different direction today. Can you see those crows? Yeah, they're crows today. Crows! I hear they are smart birds. I hear crows are incredibly smart. We don't even understand the depth of their intelligence. I know pigeons are. Pigeons are really smart because, they're carrier pigeons. They can be trained. Pigeons can be trained. So, oh, wait a minute. Speak of a pigeon. Check it out. Come on, little girl. Wait, no way. Don't leave me. I swear I saw a pigeon. That was not my imagination. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, okay, there we go. I got it. Look, y'all, a pigeon. I see so many. It's hiding. See it run away? Did you see it? Did you catch it? A lot of things happened over the weekend. A lot of things happened. I'm smiling, but inside I'm like, wow, back to reality. Can you believe another person was shot by police over the weekend? And, when I comment on these things, very often I've gotten some big arguments on Facebook and other platforms because I don't really see things as other people see, and I'm always willing I gotta speak my truth. You know what I'm saying? I gotta speak my truth. I can't say what other people think. I've got to speak my truth, and my truth very often gets people mad, bent out of shape. But my truth is my truth. If you notice, I called this Facebook channel as the third world in North America terms. As the third world in North America terms. Somebody said, why did you name it that? I said, you know what? First of all, I'm old enough to know as the world turns. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. If you're in a certain generation, ask your parents or grandparents, actually. But anyway. Just because most people see, the mainstream news, they go out and they go to work, come back. Their world is very limited. Very limited. The mainstream news only gives you a tiny sliver, just a little glimpse. No, a little portion of the big picture. There are so many things that don't get reported in the mainstream news. I mean, so many things. If they decide that they like a topic, then it gets all the attention. But how many things are left out? How many things are left out? So, yeah, of course, Black Lives Matter. But honey, it's a whole lot of lives out there that's not getting attention. And that's what people don't want to hear. That's what people don't want to hear. You know, it's not only police brutality against black, mostly males, but there's also police brutality against the mentally ill. There's a high rate of police brutality against the mentally ill. And you know my lane is homeless America. Oh my God. The mainstream media doesn't even touch on that. I don't even think they even realize it's a problem. What else? Hispanics also. They have a high rate of police shootings, killings. It's not just black lives or black males who are dying at the hands of police. And see, that's what people don't want to hear me say, or don't want to hear people say, because the mainstream media has focused in on this, and that's what most people get for their information. And the media has a way of drilling it into you day after day after day, so you block out all these other things that are happening. And you don't want to believe that other people are being affected from this very crisis. I don't know why they chose black lives. You know, I know in this country we've had a history of violence towards blacks, but racism is much more nuanced than the Black Lives Matter movement. There's so much racism in the world anyway. It's systemic. Many people are racist. The only reason people are killed is because police have guns. But what about that grocery store clerk that gives you the sideways glance? You know? What about people when you are in, quote unquote, their neighborhood? There's so much bias in this world. What about Hollywood? Hollywood displays only light-skinned black people. You would think dark-skinned black people don't exist, and especially intelligent people. We're not displayed that way. You know, for the longest, women only what the beautiful blonde was displayed. There's so many areas. You can't just make this a black and white issue. So, like I said, my ideas are much different. I'm going to show y'all the color purple. Okay, I had to show you that. You know, Alice Walker said it's a shame to pass the color purple and don't notice it. So, but, I mean, my ideas are much different because my experiences are different. Now, when I was in the mainstream, going back and forth to work, getting in my car, driving to work, staying in the classroom all day, come back home, turn on the news, you know, do my nighttime routine, go to bed, repeat, rinse and repeat. That's how most people live in this world. It's just a rinse and repeat of the same thing. And where do they get their information? Not from being out in the world. They get their information from the TV news. The TV news can't give you the information that's really out in the world. They're too on a time clock. They got to get out stories. And very often those stories they put out, those stories have to be quickly manufactured. You know, they don't have time to go in depth. Sometimes they'll do like a documentary or something, a special, and you'll get a little more glimpse into what's going on, but it's not a thorough reporting. So I think differently. One, because I'm out here in it. When I lost my housing, a whole new world opened up to me. A whole new world. You know what? I used to think homeless people were lazy. I really did believe that. And after I was like homeless for like 2 months, it dawned on me. I'm like, what? Where are those lazy people? Where are those people that don't want to work? Everybody I knew was trying to find a hustle, trying to find some way to make money because they had been locked out of conventional employment. Maybe they had gotten a layoff like I did. They laid off 4,000 of us. Unexpectedly, boom. Some people had medical issues. Some people were victims of that last recession. I thought everybody was out there, alcoholics, drug addicts. I really thought that because I had that narrow vision of going to work and back. And when my eyes began to open, I started seeing things a whole new way. So my perspective is different. That's one reason why people don't know how to agree with me. They're like, what are you talking about? They don't understand reality because they're fed by one source of news. And then you've got the fact that I read. I don't just depend on the news for my information. I also read. I'm not saying I read a book a day, even a book a week, but I read on more behind the scenes than what I get in the mainstream media. So that gives me a different perspective. So, oh yeah, I'm going to say some controversial things on this channel. Controversial things. And you can throw eggs, you can do whatever you want to. You say something really mean, I'm going to definitely block you. If you can't have tolerance, for example, most people are just up in the air about Candace Owens. Candace Owens is my girl. Candace Owens is speaking truth. And if you haven't sat down for 1 hour to listen to what Candace Owens has to say, I mean an hour. I'm not talking about just listening to her and saying, oh, Candace Owens, she's a Tom. Candace Owens, she's this, she's, 1 hour of hearing what, if you haven't given yourself an hour to listen to Candace or anybody that you disagree with, you have no comment. You aren't even qualified to make a commentary on this. I read, I go behind the scenes. Most people just get the surface. 6 o'clock news, boom. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't reasons, systemic reasons, that have to be addressed. I'm the first, because I don't agree with everything Candace says. But she makes some damn good, valid points. And, and she's brave. It's easy for people to jump on the Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. It's easy for people to diss Trump. He's just like a target. How about that people in that narrow lane who see things through a different lens? And it seems like in America, we're not even encouraged to see people through different lenses. We just have to do what everybody says. Do what the everybody else is doing. Honey, one thing my mother taught me was not to follow the crowd. I'm serious. And even despite myself, I really ended up following the crowd because, like I said, my lifestyle did not allow me to see different perspectives. So you got to respect different perspectives in life. Respect different perspectives. So I just wanted to get out and talk the talk as well as walk the walk. I'm walking every day, at least 6 days out of the week. Sometimes I do 7, but you know, that 7th day you kind of need to rest from everything once in a while. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a little bit of walking or just take that day off. But this gives me an opportunity to vent, talk about some of the things that are going on, and let you know who I really am. Because some people get on my channel and they're like, oh, I guess this is like, you know, just a regular channel. No. I am speaking my truth. That's the beauty of America and the beauty of Facebook or any social media or any place. I can speak my truth and you don't have to like it. I hope you'll respect it. Just like I respect these geese I see every day. Look at them. You know, that's the way it goes. You've got to respect other people's opinion. Who said it the best? Who said it best? Aretha said it best. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. I hope y'all find out what it means to me and come back and check me out because I'm going to be here every day. Well, maybe except Sunday and maybe not Saturday. But otherwise, todos los días. That means every day in Espanol. All right, peace. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope I will see you again in mañana. If not, be safe and peace to you. This has been Lit from what? As the third world in North America turns.